Yo, this is going to be a quick and informal review of the Casio AP-S450 digital piano, which I bought 3 months ago for about $2,000. And I am a self-taught beginner pianist, so take my review with more of a beginner's perspective. I think I have some important tips if you're trying to buy a piano, especially as a beginner. And so I received this piano, and I initially encountered two major issues with the piano, which is one of the issues was that some of the keys to the left of middle C, around 10 keys, were sticky, which means that when you press down on the keys, they don't really return to their normal level, as you can see in this video here. And so the sticky keys, initially I thought that I wouldn't be too frustrated or too annoyed about this issue, but over time, as I relearned more pieces and used a piano more, I felt like this issue was definitely frustrating. And so I did end up mitigating or partially resolving the issue by wiggling each of the keys near the top portion of the key to kind of loosen up the keys. I found that the keys were a little bit more difficult to press down, initially than other keys. And so it's very apparent when you're playing the piano and you're trying to play some chords that involve some of these sticky keys. It's like a little bit more difficult to press down compared to other keys. So I hope, over time, as I use the piano over 6 months to a year, that this problem would basically resolve itself and the keys would become as soft as the other keys. And the other issue that I encountered with this piano, which I always use the piano at max volume, and so I noticed that there was some buzzing resonances or distortions inside of the cabinet when I press certain notes. For example, the E note near the middle, this note was causing a lot of vibrations in the cabinet and was causing some buzzing. And I found that the plastic trim behind the keys was the main culprit for causing this buzzing vibration. And so what I did was I had to remove the back panel from the piano and insert some felt pieces in between the plastic trim and the cabinet by loosening up some of the screws there and inserting the felt pieces in between the plastic trim. And this partially eliminated some of the vibrating resonances. But I also found that the Bluetooth panel on the bottom of the piano also had some of this distortion or vibration issue. So I also inserted some black felt pieces in this component as well. And as of right now, it seems like I've resolved almost all of this buzzing vibration issue. And so once again, these are the two major issues I've encountered with this piano. I've really not been annoyed about anything else with the piano. And with the AP-S450, two of the main defining factors or defining features of this piano is the LED light bar and also the spruce wood keys. And over time, I've found that these two features really don't make a difference for me at all in terms of my love or my emotions with the piano. I feel like the LED light bar really doesn't do anything to me. If the LED light bar was simply not there, I don't think I would miss it or have any emotional attachment to the LED light bar. And kind of the same goes with the spruce wood. I mean, it's nice to have, an actual wooden key like a real analog piano, but in terms of the actual functionality of the piano, I don't think it affects the functionality at all. Once again, I would much rather have no sticky keys and like consistent pressure for all the keys than having this spruce wood accent for the keys. And so I think if I were to give you advice as a beginner piano purchaser, I would say, or any digital piano that you would purchase, I would say that before you assemble the piano, I think you should open the piano up and check each key to make sure that the pressure of each key is consistent and what you expected the pressure to be, because my issue was that I encountered these sticky keys after I assembled the piano, and so at that point I didn't want to disassemble it and return the piano or like deal with any sort of fix, having to send it back to the manufacturer to fix it or something. So I've kept the piano where it is, and I've kind of fixed the problems myself. And so so that's my first advice to you if you're trying to buy a digital piano as a beginner. The other piece of advice is that I think it's really important, the quality of your piano when you first are a beginner. I think if you buy a piano that has issues like it gets distorted, or it doesn't sound good, or like the keys are not good, I think that it would dissuade you from practicing, and that's not really worth it if you want to invest the time to learn to play the piano. I think if you're going to invest the time to play the piano, I think you should really take your piano purchase seriously and try to get a piano that really doesn't have any major annoyances like I had. And I think that after I fixed these issues with the AP-S450, I'm now fairly satisfied with the piano. I think it sounds great. It has a 40-watt sound system, so it sounds large and full, and the sound to me sounds good. So in terms of the actual piano itself, I was basically looking for a minimalistic piano that didn't really have any buttons and bells and whistles showing. I really just wanted to focus on the grand piano sound and just using it as just like a piano, a basic piano, just for practicing. And so this piano definitely was compact and fit the minimalistic priority that I had for a digital piano. And so I hope you found this review helpful. Once again, thanks for watching.